All right, welcome back, everybody. Our next guest has been on a time or two. He's the vice president of South Sask Powerlifters. Easy to do, not so easy to say. Actually, not so easy to do either.
Since when did you start doing that, and how easy is it?
Easy for them to do.
Yeah, okay.
Easy for me to watch. Speaking of watching, big event in Edmonton a couple of weekends ago that our guest Lee Powell was at. Were you competing?
I was.
Okay.
Probably against better ideas and what my doctor would like, but got out there again, so.
It's not like you've ever been injured.
True.
This week. Bunch of Regina athletes went down to the national championships in Edmonton. How did the group do?
Good. Went real well. We had 8 lifters from between our club and the Weyburn guys and a couple from around the area. Mm-hmm. And never goes as well as you want it to, but kind of looking back on it, I think we came away with 6 gold medals, 1 silver, 2 world records, and 10 Canadian records between the
That's
group.
it?
So, yeah.
You guys sucked that. What a disappointment. Can't believe we let you in the studio.
No,
now, you yourself, coming off an injury, you're not going to be as good as you normally are, but how did you do? How are you feeling?
I walked off the platform, not in a stretcher or an ambulance, so that was kind of my goal for the day.
Things are looking up?
Yeah, still not squatting yet, but bench was feeling real good, and deadlift didn't break me, so I was happy.
Perfect.
So you just talked about a couple of events, but what events basically do you compete in?
So in powerlifting, the powerlifting is a squat, a bench, and a deadlift, and so you get 3 attempts at each lift. You take your best one from each lift, add it together, and that gives you your total. Biggest total is the winner. But then there's also a squat only, a bench only, and a deadlift only. So if you want to just do either 3 individual lifts, there's also those events.
So the guys that are built like this with chicken legs. That's
Exactly.
perfect for them.
Exactly.
Now, the winners advance to Worlds, obviously, but the top 3 move on, correct?
Top 2 in each weight class.
Top 2, okay.
Can tell the guys here that they want to go, and then the guy that runs the Canadian Federation picks his team out of that.
And where are the Worlds?
They are in, I'm going to say this wrong, but I think it's Novi Zamski in Slovakia this October. So should be a strong team into that one, I think.
Adrenaline, obviously your home club. Let's talk about the club a little bit. We're going to talk about an event you're hosting later on, but there's a misconception that, well, a club where a bunch of people lift a lot of heavy weight is only a club for people who lift a lot of heavy weight. What's Adrenaline all about?
We got all sorts of people, all sorts of athletes. We got teams coming in. We got just kind of general strength and fitness classes going on. There's bodybuilders, all sorts of strongmen. The guy who owns it's a big strongman guy, so a lot of them in the city train out there. And then there's our club. That's our home in the city here too. So just like a big family. You don't have to be a powerlifter or strongman. Check it out. There's something for everybody there, and everybody gets along pretty well. So.
Now, the last time I talked to you, you were into coaching, and it was still relatively new. What's a nice way to say this? If I'm brand new and I'm coming in to get some coaching, and you're all bandaged up and limping around, I'm going, oh dear. But how is the coaching going?
It's going good. I'm getting well. I've had a lot more time to coach rather than train the past couple months, but. No, it's getting more and more lifters coming in, training with us, and kind of, I don't know, everybody's doing well, everybody's getting stronger, so that's the goal.
How much different is it being a competitor to being a coach?
I still think of myself as a competitor. Coaching is still secondary. I go to these meets to compete and can win. I'm not going there to coach people, but it's more stressful. It's when you're just worrying about yourself, I can deal with that. When you're stressing out about 3, 4, or 5 other people, I've lost a lot of hair doing it, I think.
Well, not in your chin, but...
True, that's true.
Now, it's an individual sport. I mean, it's you and the weight and a couple of spotters. But as you described the trip to Edmonton, it dawned on me it's also a team sport in terms of you guys certainly support each other and cheer each other on. Does that provide a big lift for you when you're
absolutely.
training?
Yeah, we're all training together. We all help each other out at these meets. It's travel together, we're staying together, and it's like a big family, really. Even like the other clubs that you compete against, you see these guys so much, and everybody's there supporting everybody, not just our own specific team. So
there's a big competition coming up here in September. What is it?
There is. It'll be our 3rd kind of annual. We skipped a year and had a different competition, but South Saskatchewan Push Pull, and so that's just a bench press and a deadlift competition, and that's going to be September 7th, I believe, right here in Regina, and I think we're moving to the DoubleTree for that one.
Oh, okay. So bigger facility, you're obviously anticipating more people. How many would you normally get out for something like that?
I think we had about 50 lifters to last year's, And we've always had it later in the year, kind of November, December, but we got, speaking of things coming up, we got the national championships are back in Regina next spring, and we got the world championships coming in the fall. So we decided we're going to move this one a little earlier in the year, do it start of September, and see how that goes. So
2020 is going to be crazy for you
going to
guys.
be a big year for powerlifting in town, that's for sure.
Awesome. Is there a home turf advantage in your sport?
Absolutely.
Really?
Not as much as the fans and stuff like you'd think in like a football game or something, but like when we're going over Worlds, going to Hungary and stuff, when you're flying 8 hours, the time change and the food is different, and you're living at a hotel, whereas you're competing in your own gym, you got your own equipment, your own bed, you're not worried about a time change or what the hell's in this food, that type of thing. So definitely home field advantage competing at home. So that's going to be huge when we get Worlds here, I think.
Does extra pressure come with that? Being on, I mean,
It does, but
you screw up a lift in Slovakia, the Slovakians hear about it, and probably not many other people.
true. But family and friends, it's all live streamed, it's on TV, everybody's watching. So, and pressure's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, sometimes it helps you lift a little better.
So these events, I guess we'll start with the September one, open to the public, and is there an admission charge? How does that work?
Yep, always open to the public. We usually get a liquor license, so anyone under 18 has to bring an adult with them, some sort of parent. I think it's been $5 admission is what we've been done in the past, so it should be the same, and usually a fun day.
Now, you're having this event coming up in September at the Doubletree.
Yes.
What about the Worlds? Where are you having it?
Worlds and Nationals next year will be at the Doubletree too.
As well, okay.
So that's kind of why we're moving there, is get a few under our belt, kind of work the kinks out before the big show.
The home of powerlifting. Oh, I like that. I could voice that for you for a nominal fee.
We might have to
What's
get
your
you too.
definition of nominal?
How much are we getting for this show?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Good point.
Who are the top, I guess, local or even Saskatchewan athletes in your sport? We'll include you, because you've obviously done your fair share of winning, but who else?
I'm hoping to get back up there. It's changing all the time. There's probably 7 or 8 lifters in the province, guys and girls, whoever has a good day is gonna be up there. We had one girl from the gym broke a squat world record, and then she busted up her knee and ended up finishing the meet. So she gets healthy again, she could be up there. We got another girl that she's benching over 300 pounds at the gym. She's gonna be strong. Ooh. My training partner Eric there, he had one of the best days he had in a while. So it's whoever has a good day is gonna be on the top, it seems.
Can somebody walk into the gym and can you do the eyeball test and know whether or not they'll be good at the sport, or do you have to get them lifting and find out how dedicated they are first?
You can tell how good they're going to be initially, but it comes down to more like personality.
If you and I walk in the door, I think he knows.
Well, you never know.
Especially me.
Bench press for that guy, and no, that's about it.
Some people are strong now, but if you love the training, you're going to stick with it. A couple years down the road, it's more a mental thing. If you can deal with the training, if you really love it, you're going to get strong. So it's more what we're looking for potential than what you're doing right now when you come in.
Sounds great. Thanks so much for doing this, and we'll check back with you in September.
You bet. Sounds good. Thank you very much.
There you go, folks. South Sask Powerlifters. We're a lost cause, but hey, check it out. And if you're an athlete in another sport and you want to get explosive and strong, I think they can help you out with that as well. Stick around. More to come.